Panama Canal is a disgrace. We're being ripped off at the Panama Canal. My administration will be reclaiming the Panama Canal, and we've already started doing it.
The Panama Canal, a battleground for global powers. The Panama Canal, a vital artery of global trade, has once again become a focal point of geopolitical rivalry, this time between the United States and China. As tensions rise, the U.S. Military Southern Command is reportedly considering various strategies to maintain its access to the canal, ranging from diplomatic collaboration with Panama to, in extreme cases, military intervention. Pentagon officials indicate that Washington's desire to reassert its influence over the strategic waterway could significantly alter the regional power balance. China's investments in the canal's infrastructure and surrounding areas play a crucial role in this unfolding scenario. This raises pressing questions. What do the latest U.S. moves in Panama signify? How is China shaping its influence in the region? And what impact will this intensifying competition have on global trade? A renewed American interest in the canal. At the White House's request, the Pentagon has been evaluating military strategies to ensure continued and unrestricted U.S. access to the Panama Canal. An official U.S. security document under the Trump administration underscores the strategic importance of canal, urging military planners to explore options for securing it. In response to these developments, the Panamanian government has firmly reiterated its commitment to national sovereignty. Foreign Minister Javier Martinez ACHA stated, "Let it be clear, the canal belongs to Panamanians and will remain so." While an outright U.S. military intervention in Panama appears unlikely at present, the Pentagon has been asked to provide credible military contingency plans. Given that American troops have been absent from Panama for over 25 years, these considerations have raised concerns among Panamanians about the future of their country's autonomy. The canal's strategic significance. Since its completion in 1914, the Panama Canal has been a linchpin of international trade, linking the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans while eliminating the need for ships to navigate the treacherous Cape Horn route. Approximately 5 to 6% of global maritime trade passes through this vital corridor, including goods such as petroleum, minerals, and agricultural commodities. For the United States, the canal is not only an economic asset, but also a strategic military passage. Until its transfer to Panama in 1999 under the Torrijos-Carter treaties, the U.S. controlled the canal for most of the 20th century. Even after relinquishing direct authority, Washington has continued to view it as essential to its economic and security interests. Over 70% of goods transiting the canal originate from or are destined for U.S. ports, making the country its most significant user. Additionally, the canal plays a crucial role in U.S. naval strategy, enabling the rapid movement of warships between the Atlantic and Pacific. Growing U.S.-China tensions over the canal. Between late 2024 and early 2025, President Donald Trump repeatedly expressed his intent to reclaim American influence over the canal. He cited concerns over rising toll rates that allegedly disadvantage U.S. shipping interests and highlighted China's growing presence in the region. In particular, he criticized the operations of C.K. Hutchison Holdings, a Hong Kong-based conglomerate managing the ports of Balboa on the Pacific side and Cristobal on the Atlantic side, which sit at both ends of the canal. During his second-term inauguration speech on January 20th, 2025, Trump declared that surrendering control of the canal had been a major strategic error. Panamanian President Jose Raul Mulino responded firmly, asserting his nation's sovereignty and addressing the United Nations to express concerns over Washington's rhetoric. Tensions escalated following a visit by U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio to Panama City. The visit, seen as a demonstration of U.S. influence, was soon followed by key policy shifts favoring American interests. Panama announced its withdrawal from China's Belt and Road Initiative, BRI, a decision widely interpreted as an effort to distance itself from Beijing. Furthermore, Panama's Attorney General supported the cancellation of C.K. Hutchison Holdings' 25-year port concession, originally granted in 1997 and renewed in 2021. This move effectively reduced China's footprint in the canal zone and opened the door for a realignment of port operations. Washington's economic maneuvering. In a decisive financial move, U.S. investment giant BlackRock acquired C.K. Hutchison, holding stake in the ports of Balboa and Cristobal on March 4th, 2025. The deal signified a turning point in the power struggle over the canal, as American capital reasserted itself in the region. President Trump hailed the $22.8 billion transaction as a reconquest of the canal, though Panamanian officials downplayed the remark, stressing that the deal was purely commercial and did not compromise the nation's sovereignty. This acquisition is part of a broader U.S. strategy to counter China's global economic influence. Around the same time, French shipping company CMA-CGM announced a $20 billion investment in expanding its U.S. flag fleet and modernizing port infrastructure, moves align with Washington's long-term goal of strengthening its maritime dominance. Additionally, new U.S. tariffs targeting Chinese-built ships docking at American ports have further heightened economic friction. The future of the canal and global trade. As the Panama Canal increasingly becomes a flashpoint in U.S.-China tensions, its future remains uncertain. While the Panamanian government seeks to maintain its autonomy, its heavy economic reliance on the United States constrains its options. Meanwhile, China, despite recent setbacks, remains a key trade partner and the canal's second-largest user. The rivalry between Washington and Beijing over control of global infrastructure is not confined to Panama. Similar battles are playing out worldwide, shaping the geopolitical landscape for years to come. Will China respond to American economic and strategic pressures with more aggressive countermeasures? How will Panama navigate this high-stakes power struggle? The answers to these questions will define not just the future of the canal, but also the trajectory of global trade. To stay informed about these developments, follow our channel for the latest updates.